She probably still got an old school TV.
Why do you say this to me?
I'm the only girl, so I wanted to do anything that my brothers were doing.
Oh, yeah, you blend.
She's cute too, huh?
Indeed!
So, that's fine. Just give us a second.
She with you?
The film was just lazy. Like I said, they like vision.
But you got to have vision.
I'm a big JRPG person.
We've just lost half the audience.
Supposed to be full!
Oh, why?
But he'd have to be fast. I'm your man.
No, you're not. You're too slow.
It ain't just about being fast.
I did not see one Asian in that movie.
Let's not stand on ceremony here.
It's a business. Who cares about the people's feelings?
Aim for the bushes.
I could do this all day.
I got big boy pants on!
What's going on, Junkies? It's Kenshiro. We're back with Culture Junkies Live. I hope you all had a really great weekend. And we got a pretty good show in store for you tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Magnificent Seven. Also, some of the premieres that came out yesterday and some of the premieres that are coming on tonight. But without further ado, let me turn it over to who's going to be on the show today. And that would be the Magnificent One himself, GQ.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm here enjoying life and being awesome, so you guys should be awesome too.
Sure. And we know who else is awesome. Miss Miao Yin.
Hello, all you happy people.
How was everybody's weekend? Good.
I survived the weekend.
Yeah.
It was an adventure, but I survived.
Okay. How about you, GQ?
I mean, I'm still here, so I mean, I definitely survived. And I'm always doing well anyway, so I'm not really worried.
Well, if you guys are joining us live right now on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure that you share this video and get as many people in on the discussion as we can possibly get. Because it's going to be fun. Oh, we got a late joiner. The Big Kahuna.
¿Qué pasa, my friend?
Happy birthday.
And happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We're not going to date ourselves and tell her. What was that, GQ?
Weird birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That's all you get.
Don't we feel special? We're getting serenaded. Isn't that nice?
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. So anyway, guys. Of course, this week saw the return of Gotham, and it also saw the return of Lucifer. One of my favorite shows in that two list would be Lucifer, which was a really good episode. Gotham, I watched last night. It's going to take a little bit more time to see exactly where it's going. But having Jamie Chung, not a bad addition. Not a bad addition at all. Anybody else see Gotham? Kuna? I know GQ did.
No, I haven't seen Gotham yet. You know, I was kind of lost. I barely watched season 2. So, season 2, right? That was last season? It's the third season, or?
It's the third season now.
Okay, yeah. So, I plan on still watching it, though. Like, I'll just catch up later, but... yeah, I haven't really seen it. I haven't watched Lucifer either. I plan on doing that.
You're missing it. You're missing a good show. Dido's watching it now. Good show.
Okay, yeah. And last week, Blind Spot premiered.
Yeah, sure did.
So,
that's the show I haven't gotten into, but I've heard some really good stuff about it.
Yeah, Blind Spot was the season premiere for season 2 happened last week. It was really good. You got some answers, got some reveals. So yeah, it started off really good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the main topic, which is going to be The Magnificent Seven. That's coming out this weekend. It's starring a star-studded cast, really. And of course, the Magnificent Seven is a remake of the old Magnificent Seven that had an incredible cast, which is a remake of Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. GQ and everybody else, talk briefly about the Magnificent Seven and why you're looking forward to this movie. GQ first.
Well, the reason I'm looking forward to it, it's got a great cast. Pretty much almost every one out of the Magnificent Seven is one of my favorite actors in one form or another, or has done movies that I really enjoyed. Ethan Hawke obviously was in Training Day with Denzel. Denzel's, that's already enough said right there. The man doesn't really do bad movies. I mean, you got Josh Brolin. I mean, it's like you can't really go wrong with that cast. It's a good cast of badasses. Chris Pratt's going to be, I think he's going to do really well in his role. So I mean, it's just again, I'm not really into westerns that much. I can literally on less than, on one hand count like all the westerns I actually like. This one looks like it might be one to join the party. So looking forward to it.
Yayin?
All right, so I'm so excited to see the Magnificent Seven because it's another movie that I watched, as a young, meow with my father.
A young meow.
A young meow.
It's me. It's when I was a little cat. I'm a big,
You're a big cat now?
Vicious feline. No. Anyway, so it's a movie that I watched when I was with my dad. It does have Ethan Hawke and Denzel Washington in it. It has, and I always say his last name wrong, so don't condemn me for this, but it has Vincent D'Onofrio in it, as we all know.
D'Onofrio.
Anyway, he's in it, and I love him. I literally have loved him in everything I've ever seen him in. So I'm just like, how great is this movie about to be with him in it, along Denzel Washington? Chris Pratt is just kind of like a plus. Excuse me. And it has a great director as well. I'm so psyched for this movie. It's a Western. As I was playing with the guys earlier, saying, why don't you guys watch Gunsmoke or anything like that? But I think, these are things that I used to do. I used to watch with my dad, among other things, and I'm just like, this is gonna be freaking awesome. Like a remake of this, bringing the Westerns into our millennia. Yeah.
Next thing you're going to tell me is that you used to watch Stagecoach with your dad, too.
No, I did not. But I watched, all the older Westerns, so Shane, which GQ says is a boring movie, but apparently I loved it when I was younger. I haven't seen it in years, obviously, but Shane, Unforgiven, all those movies, great Westerns, and I'm looking forward to see this remake of Magnificent Seven.
What about you, Kahuna?
Oh man, I mean, like everybody said, the cast is what I'm loving about it. I've never really been a big Western fan. I mean, that's usually everybody's dad. Everybody's dad loved Westerns. So, I watched it through, my father, I remember some of the old ones, like the good, the bad, all the good Clint Eastwood things.
Spaghetti Westerns.
It's not something it's not something I would go back and watch again, though, like for me personally. The ones that I really love are like the more modern ones, not modern, like the ones that were made like Tombstone, Young Guns. Those are like two of my favorite Westerns right now.
I'm your Huckleberry.
You got Denzel. You put Denzel in there, I'm automatically going to watch it. What? Ethan Hawke. You got Vincent D'Onofrio. Man, I mean, dude.
What can you say about that guy?
That dude is that's a hell of an actor right there. I mean, I really got into him is when what was it? Criminal was it Criminal Intent?
Yeah. Law and Order, Criminal
Law and
Intent.
Order, yeah. Man, he used to act his ass off in that show. You got my man who played Storm Shadow. What was his name? Lee Young Hoon.
Yep.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. I mean, you got just a star. You got Pratt in there.
Yeah,
it's a star-studded cast. It looks like a really fun movie.
It does.
I mean, we already know what the story pretty much is going to be. It's not like it's not going to be nothing new. You know, most westerns have that kind of story anyway. It's just with that cast, it's going to be a fun movie. I can't wait to see it.
Well, you spoke on something. That westerns are like a generational thing, and it kind of ended when we were coming up. There have been a few, here and there. There's been the Unforgivens, the Tombstones. You had the funny action ones like the Quick and the Dead. You had No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you've had a 310 to Yuma. That was also another one. But then you also had ones like Django Unchained. And speak briefly about what made
I left that one out.
Yeah, and what makes westerns special to people of our generation, and why are they still even? I mean, I know they're kind of died out, but what makes a good western? In your opinion, GQ?
For me, it's got to really have an interesting story. It can't just be the standard, lawmaker, comes into a town and cleans up the town. I mean, that's a tired story to me. Even if it's like a vigilante type character, like the Man with No Name in these Clint Eastwood's older movies. Like the only one that I accept a lawmaker storyline is Tombstone. Like that one works for me. Magnificent Seven is going to be interesting because it's not so much a lawmaker story. It's like it's a group of hard asses.
You're gonna do something or just stand there and believe.
So basically, in a sense, it's a revenge tale. Even though there's like a little bit of a we're helping this person out type of story. So for me, a good western, you got to have. I don't know. It's like you got to have good gunplay. Obviously, I don't want to watch hours upon hours of horseback riding across the open plain. That's just annoying and boring. Don't put a whole bunch of kids in it because kids just slow down stories and they make them boring. And you're never going to shoot kids on screen anyway. So I mean, that's not really working for me because it's not realistic. Let's just be honest. It's not realistic.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Miao? Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. No. I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, it's,
okay.
I like having a good twist. A good twist.
So,
pretty cool too.
Miao-Yen, you've obviously watched more westerns than we have. So, what makes a good western, in your opinion?
I think a good western, in my opinion, is really it's the action in it. My favorite western actually isn't even like completely a western. It kind of goes off the rails. Is Blazing Saddles. So like that had the action part. It was making fun of the actual time history kind of surrounding that time frame, and again it still had action. No matter how random it was, no matter how, I guess, kind of chaotic it was, it had action. It held my attention. And I think, so from seeing the trailer of The Magnificent Seven, Django, and The Hateful Eight, they all had some type of action in it that kept your attention, whether I liked it or not, because I didn't like Hateful Eight. But so with Django, it had some comedy, it had some in-your-face realism, but it also had that level of action, and the people in it, the actors in it, I think really for trying to do a Western nowadays, it has to be a good cast. Django had that. Magnificent Seven has that. So, and even though I didn't care for the Hateful Eight, it still had a really good cast. So, those dynamic characters need to be in there. They can't have flat characters. They have to have personality and all that kind of stuff, because you're talking about something that obviously isn't, that's not still a thing today. It's still like historical. So it has to be dynamic in some way to keep people's attention. And I think that's why Magnificent Seven is going to be a pretty good movie.
Well, junkies out there, I want you to tell us what you think are some of the best westerns that you've ever seen, and we're also gonna come up with, I guess, our Magnificent Seven of westerns. Like, what are the 7 best westerns that we've ever seen? Obviously, Miayan, we're gonna lean on you a little bit heavily here. But we already know one movie is going to definitely be on this list, and that's Tombstone. Tombstone is to me is the greatest western I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. I know you, Kahuna, can back me up on that one.
Oh, Tombstone was awesome, man. I mean, it had
everything.
Action. The dialogue was awesome.
I've not yet begun to defile myself.
And of course, my favorite character, which is probably a lot of people who saw it, was Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Doc Holliday. Hit him with the
Holiday had the best scenes in that movie.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh, it's great.
I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then you hear.
And you know what's funny was,
yeah,
is back to what Miao Yan said earlier about one of her favorite westerns, Blazing Saddles. I remember back in the yesteryears of Blockbuster and all the other little mom and pop video rental stores, I could not go into a rental store, Blockbuster, whatever the name of the store was. I could not go into one without, not even trying to look for it, but I would always end up seeing the Blazing Saddles cover. Like, no matter where you went, for some reason, that always stuck out in every single store I went to. It was the funniest thing. I don't know why, but I could not see it. No matter what store I went into.
So will we
no matter if I didn't even go on one side, it would miraculously just be on the side that I was on. It was crazy.
Will we put Blazing Saddles on our list of 7?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Absolutely. Okay.
And then, going back to what she said too about as far as what holds your attention, it has to have good dialogue. Hateful Eight took place in one damn room, the entire movie, but it's the dialogue. It's the dialogue that what kept me engorged into the movie and really enjoyed it. Same with Django. Django had action and a whole bunch of other things that it covered, but it had good dialogue also. So definitely the dialogue, the story, and of course, it's not a western without some action.
Okay, so Unforgiven, Tombstone,
yes,
Blazing Saddles. Yes. So we got 4 more, and there's literally like 100 years worth of westerns that we could pick from.
One of my personal favorites is Tombstone, but Young Guns. I can watch
Young Guns. Emilio Estevez. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Miayan?
I don't remember that one. I've heard a lot about that one. I can't recall it. I'm sure I saw it.
Oh, Lou Diamond Phillips, Emilio Estevez, Charlie
Sheen. Yep.
Everybody was in that movie. It was kind of like a Magnificent Seven kind of cast.
It was.
It's just not coming up. I guarantee you I've seen it, but I just can't remember it right now. And Lou Diamond Phillips is in there. I really used to like him, so I don't know why I don't remember. But in any case,
Marcus Superior Pryor saying Maverick, the one with Mel Gibson.
Maverick was a good one. Yeah, that's a good movie. That's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But would you consider it like in our Magnificent Seven? Or are there better
movies? I wouldn't say they're above Magnificent Seven, but it was a really good movie, like
just
a modern
really
time,
funny,
like within
just
the last
really
30
funny.
years.
Just to be really funny. Wild Wild West.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it wasn't like this.
You see her face? Her face was classic.
Like, while I do not hate that movie, and it's on the same level as Catwoman for me, it's kind of like one of those movies that is really shitty, but I really like watching it still. Yeah. I wouldn't call it a Western.
Dude, I said that as a complete joke. You still like watching that movie?
What movie?
The Wild Wild West?
Wild West.
Oh, Will Smith?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said that as a complete joke. And she said she still likes watching it.
It was an entertaining popcorn movie.
I still like, if it's on, I'll still watch it because it's silly and
No, I can't watch that movie. I can't watch it.
The damn mechanical spider and all that
I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay.
Once it gets past a certain part in the movie, I'm just like, all right, it's time to turn
then
this
of course you got Will Smith being Will Smith.
Right, Will Smith being Will Smith. Tony Minter says Butch Cassidy and his Sundance Kid. And she also said True Grit. I didn't see True Grit, but I heard True Grit was really good. Anybody?
It's one of Dido's favorites.
Dido's favorites.
True Grit. I can't remember the original True Grit too much, but the remake of True Grit I really liked.
Yeah, she actually said the original. She actually said the original.
Yeah.
True Grit.
It's just John Wayne being John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne. John Wayne, classic.
310 to Yuma, which is also a remake, was actually pretty decent with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I think did the remake.
Yep.
So
yeah.
You guys are actually talking about Wild Wild West, like that was actually a decent movie.
I said that as a joke. You should have saw her reaction.
Yeah,
it was classic. Oh, it was classic.
We're not gonna recap that.
Yeah.
That movie was trash.
I also saw The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. What was that? You saw what?
Oh no, I was just saying I was heard a couple early reviews on Magnificent Seven, and they were saying that they got a lot of throwbacks to like the old westerns as far as the long stares. It's not a western unless you're looking at each other for a long damn time.
The stare down. Yeah.
The stare downs. Yeah, they said they got classic stare downs in there.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm glad they have that in there.
All right, well, we got Blazing Saddles, Tombstone, Unforgiven. I forget what else did we say? Did we say one else as a fourth definite? No, I don't think we did. GQ, you haven't got the pipe in yet.
You gotta have the Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Was that the best one out of those? What was it? A trilogy? There's a trilogy of that Clint Eastwood character.
Yeah, I believe so.
Was that the best one?
I think it was The Man with No Name, Fistful of Dollars, and
then Good, Bad, and Bad and the Ugly. Okay. Was that the best one out of those? The Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the
most well known? Okay. So that'd be number 4. So number 5. Why don't you go?
Now,
give us a suggestion.
This is a different one. Like, I think that it's an honorable mention. It's not, I don't think it should be a part of the top 7, but it's an honorable mention, and it's 2 of them because it's technically a 2-part thing. Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
But can we consider
it's an
that
honorable
a Western?
mention.
We can't consider it a Western. I mean,
why not? It happens in the West.
Does Desperado?
I consider it a Western. Others might not, but I think it is. Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. No, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, it jumps back and forth between, obviously back then, what is now Texas and
but those
Mexico,
take place like in the modernized era. So, can you consider them Western still? What do you guys say?
Desperado.
I say I do.
Desperado has kind of some of the makings of it. The only thing missing, obviously, is horseback riding and that sort of thing. But it takes place in at least Desperado takes place in Mexico, which obviously played a huge part in all westerns. Or not all, but the majority of westerns in that era, in that time period.
Yep, so. Running for the border.
Right. It's not really a western. I would.
It's an honorable mention.
Okay.
I say it's an honorable mention.
Great movie.
It's not on the list.
I'm kind of with Meow Yin on that one because Desperado was my shit. I love it.
It's a good movie, right?
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like I would consider like a modern day kind of western, not your traditional,
let's stick
cowboy
with
hats and horses and.
Right.
Yeah, let's stick with the original though. Let's stick with the original. Okay. What about The Quick and the Dead? I wouldn't say that. No.
Why not? The Quick and the Dead was actually really good.
It was good, but is it like a really like one of the 7 best ever? You know?
It's better than a lot of the other ones that came out.
For me.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only so many westerns I can actually, speak on.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna Meow Yin, I'm gonna ask you this one, and you tell me what you think. Ready?
All right.
Lone Ranger.
What? Then we might as well go with Desperado. Come on now. Well, you
that was great.
You just messing with me now.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Loved it. That was great. I set you up. I'll admit.
I noticed.
Okay. Shane? You said Shane.
So, the original Lone Ranger.
But those, well, I used to watch those as a kid too. I used to watch them.
Oh, I loved them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I used to watch them when I was.
Then
a kid.
I would say Gunsmoke was better to me than the Lone Ranger.
I mean, but we're talking about movies, not series. So.
I thought that there was a Gunsmoke movie.
Was there a Gunsmoke movie?
Tony
I don't think there was. Yeah, what?
Once Upon a Time in the West. Marcus Pryor is also saying Zorro, and what about El Mariachi, the original?
Zorro.
He made Desperado.
Interesting, Zorro.
Good man, right there.
Once Upon a Time in the West was really good though. Once Upon a Time in the West was really good.
Yeah.
So she'd want to put Shane, but what was okay? We got to put one with the Duke in there. So what was his best? His absolute best?
Do we have to?
Because when you think westerns, you think John. You think John Wayne. Sorry.
No, I think Gunsmoke.
So
right, for a while, people were thinking Clint Eastwood for westerns. Now
that's true.
Evolved again. John Wayne is for like our parents' era.
Yeah, but we're talking all time. We can't relate because I haven't seen a John Wayne movie. So.
John Wayne to me is like Elvis, awful.
Right, it's like there's no.
Like people make a hype about it, but it's just.
But whatever. Yeah.
Marcus Pryor says he thinks Eastwood. Okay. So you want to leave the Duke out? All right. We'll leave the Duke out. We got 3 more. To fill.
It's not so much that we need to leave him out. It's just, you just have to name one that he was really good in.
Right. We got 3 more. I mean, we're running out of time, so we're gonna have to go over a little bit. Let's finish this list. Come on, help us out, Western girl.
I already named mine. They were rejected.
What was that one?
I am now I'm scorned.
What was that one with all the women?
The women.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
No, it's one called The Women.
No, it was Drew Barrymore, the Madeline Stowe. I forget. It probably wasn't really all that good at it anyway.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry.
No Country for Old Men. What was that?
What you're saying, Cisco?
I don't say. I know what Kenshiro was talking about, but I can't remember the name.
I can't remember it either. But I don't think it was that good anyway.
Not for the list.
Yeah, not for the list. The original Magnificent Seven.
What's on there so far?
Tombstone, Unforgiven. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank.
It was called Bad Girls.
Bad Girls. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, no.
Tombstone, Unforgiven.
Tombstone, Unforgiven.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Sorry. Right.
I thought we did do True Grit. Did we do True Grit?
We talked about it, but we didn't.
Because if we did
say whether
True
we
Grit,
wanted
then
to. What?
I say True Grit then.
You say True Grit. Okay, so we had Blazing Saddles, Tombstone.
In the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And True Grit. So we need two more. Once Upon a Time in the West? Would we consider that one? Dances with Wolves?
I say Desperado. No. God,
nothing
no.
Nothing with Kevin Costner, huh? Okay.
No.
What was that one you said we should do?
I still say Desperado or El Mariachi.
Silverado.
But it has to be a group thing.
Yeah, it has to be a group thing. Silverado. Nope.
That's a no for me. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? We got two more. I threw two out there.
Help us out, Junkies.
You now. I give it to the people.
Help us out.
See, that's rough because it's hard for me to speak on something I can't really remember.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Or just didn't see it. What about the outlaw Josie Wells?
I was looking at that.
That was a famous Clint Eastwood.
Tony Mentor is saying, I think not adding John Wayne on the list because of his acting is not right. He is a Westerner, regardless, because he, it's his one hit.
We have him on the list in True Grit.
Oh, in True Grit. Oh, the original. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thought you were talking about the remake of True Grit.
No, we were saying. I thought we were talking about that one.
Original.
I thought we came to consensus that it would be True Grit and it would be him.
Okay. All right.
Why don't you go ahead and put your favorite on there, Miao Yin?
Shane.
No, you already said it's a horrible movie and they're just boring.
Shane was terrible.
Yeah.
Beyond terrible.
Well, I always want to do the original Magnificent Seven just because of, who was in it? You had Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Charles Bronson, Yul Brynner. Who else was in there?
Nobody important.
Nobody important.
Okay, I say the original Magnificent Seven, and then we can do a toss up between The Hateful Eight and Django because those are modern times, and it's from Quentin Tarantino, of course. So we can do a toss up between those two.
Okay, the original Magnificent Seven.
I say Django.
You say Django over The Hateful Eight, because you hate The Hateful Eight.
Yes, I say yes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the original Magnificent Seven had Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Robert Vaughn. I mean, a lot of these just legendary actors, a lot of them. So
absolutely, that's why it's on the list.
Yeah. And then you said Django Unchained. Django Unchained. Okay, so we got the original Magnificent Seven, Unforgiven, Tombstone, Blazing Saddles as the lone comedy in this list. The original True Grit, I'm sorry, we already said Magnificent Seven, Django Unchained, And what was the last one? I'm missing one.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Thank you very much. That was it. Okay. So we've got 7. Danny, I see your message. The Outlaw Josie Wales. Since we already have what is considered
honorable mention,
the best Clint Eastwood movie on this list, it can't make it. So that's out. Well, even though Eastwood's on there twice since his Unforgiven too. But anyway, yeah, honorable mention. Definitely honorable mention. Okay, guys, we're already over time. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Tonight obviously sees the return of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but more importantly, Ghost Rider. Who's gonna be watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tonight? I am.
Oh, you know I am. The return
I know you are.
Of Agent May.
Agent May. Yes. The Calvary.
No. Agent Bay.
Agent Bay. Okay, yeah. Like Teacher Bay. Yeah, I get you, bro. I get you. What about you, Miao Yen? What you doing? You gonna check it out?
I will be catching up. No, I'll be catching up on some Netflix shows and doing schoolwork. Okay. But I do have to say on Thursday, we will be having the League of Extraordinary Fangirls show, and we'll be talking about music. So that's coming up on Thursday, and it is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock Pacific.
So what kind of music? What kind of music are you going to talk about?
We're gonna talk about show tunes, what has the best actual theme songs, all that kind of stuff. Some of our personal favorites, like me. You know, nobody can guess what my favorite band is.
We're talking movies or just in general?
Stuff like that. So
okay. Cool. Yeah. Sounds like a cool show. You guys definitely check it out. Shout out to
some music.
Yeah. Shout out to.
So, we're going to give a shout out to, some of the Emmys that came up, because Jessica Jones won an Emmy for their theme song, which they do have a pretty badass theme song. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that. And, all you audio nerds need to come over and talk with us on Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Definitely. All right, guys. We will see you guys next week right here. 7:30 on Tuesday. Pay attention to our Twitter, and you'll see the announcement probably coming around this weekend of what we're going to talk about next Tuesday for Miao Yen, for GQ.
Are we having an event for Magnificent Seven?
I can set one up. Real fast. I haven't set one up yet because I wasn't sure how many people are going to want to go see it, but we're definitely going to go. So pay attention to our Facebook page, and you'll see where we're going to go see Magnificent Seven. Please come and join us. For Kahuna, for GQ, for Miao Yen, I'm Kishiro. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Say goodbye, everybody.
Hasta la pasta.
Bye-bye.
Cressy, we miss you.